Hey, we have this new storm on the map. Tropical Storm Melissa getting the official title yesterday, and here we go. It's an area that we would expect this to happen, and I'll tell you what, it's got a lot working in its favor right now.
Yes, so let's get you the latest on Melissa. It is moving through the Caribbean. I almost said Marissa because I'm thinking about our bestie Marissa Torres.
I called Marissa Melissa the other day.
You know what?
It
happens. Definitely two separate entities, though. The concern here, of course, is the water temps. I mean, straight off the boat, guys. I mean, we got water temps that are well into the mid to upper 80s. That is going to be a contributing factor here that complicates the scenario. There's a live look across the Caribbean at this hour. It's slowly kind of meandering, moving at 7 miles per hour. The winds are at 50 and still being impacted by wind shear. So that's kind of limiting the ability for Melissa to bolster up. And in one of these scenarios, unfortunately, Craig, it's almost like if we had this become stronger, it could get us in a better position of getting this storm out of here because there are potentially some scenarios at hand that would keep Melissa in the Caribbean for well over 4 to 5 days. We'll get to the steering and the troubles that we have in that part of the forecast in just a moment, but let's get you updated on the watches and warnings. So this is what we have to prepare for, right? We have a tropical storm watch out for Jamaica. Hurricane watch is in place for the southern part of Haiti. Although the Dominican Republic has not triggered watches or warnings, folks, we could have some really intense weather because right now with the wind shear, the busy end of this storm is to the east.
It's true. And once it gets even a little closer, you think about the terrain there as well. Terrain will ring out a lot in the way of moisture. Watching closely, he's already been posted. No impacts that we know of yet, specifically to Cuba, but we're watching the Caribbean islands closely as well. This thing got its get-go right along the ABC Islands where they dealt with some rain and wind. The track, which you'll notice, to your point, it looks like a balloon because it's probably not going to move very much. We don't have a lot to help redirect it. And then you've got high pressure that may build to the north that helps to keep it in place. Having said that, look what's within the cone most of the time, Jamaica, for wind and rain potentially.
Whenever you see, I call this the fishbowl effect. When the cone has that type of appearance, it speaks to very slow movement. And the update that we just got in from the NHC is concerning because now it's calling for max winds at 105. Well, if you have a Cat 1 hurricane, maybe a Cat 2, because again, the intensity is kind of questionable at this point too, just south of Jamaica for the whole week, I mean, holy cow, you're talking about battering the shoreline with those waves, intense rain. It would prolong the impacts from the storm. Now, I will say when we put this into motion and show you the computer models, you can see that we do have some consensus now of keeping this to the south of Jamaica, but then we still have these outliers. I mean, the GFS takes us right over Hispaniola, which is that collective island of Haiti and the DR. So this is one of those scenarios that at least we're starting to get some agreement. It's better than I would say about, 24 hours ago.
Yeah, they were all over the place.
But the consensus still shows that turn. So we still have a spread and we still have parts of this forecast that are unknown. And when you look at all of the solutions here, so every single L is an opportunity for where this storm could be. I mean, we'll just take the European AI model, which is this green color. The farthest west solution is down here off the coast of Nicaragua. The farthest east is north of the Dominican.
Quite a spread.
That is a massive spread, and that's just one computer model. So this really highlights how we have a huge spread. But I will say at least all of the models are concentrated in the same part because yesterday it was like 2 batches, one kind of up here. And this is actually very representative of what we saw yesterday, the 2 batches. And you'll notice that today it's kind of even keeled, but still, okay, so where is the storm going to be?
I mean, so many questions with that, right? So nonetheless, those islands need to watch for the heavy rainfall as well. Scenarios that we look at, a couple of scenarios. Number one, we get a dip in the jet, right? That coming off the eastern seaboard, dips all the way down into Cuba, would help to steer something up to the north and northeast. A buffer for us, like we've been dealing most of the season for the United States.
And this only works if Melissa is strong.
Right.
If Melissa stays weak as a tropical storm,
sits there,
it will not be able to be picked up by that jet.
Has to be nice and tall.
Exactly.
Tall, right? It's gonna think about if you're grabbing for something, but you don't have a lot to grab onto. But if you've got a lot to grab onto,
throwing that life preserver and you just barely get it, and it slips away from your hand.
Yeah.
If we don't have a mature hurricane that is starting to build vertically, it misses the life preserver. Now, no matter what, this scenario number one has a huge amount of concerns. It goes right over the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Now, scenario number two, a weaker storm kind of misses the trough, and it's more driven by this ridge of high pressure that's sitting over the Gulf. That could let it sit in the Caribbean for a week. It could drive it into Central America, but honestly, most of the models that go with the weaker solution, they favor this meandering storm that kind of sits south of Jamaica for 4 to 5 days.
Which is a concern for rain there, even if they don't have a direct...
Both scenarios are bad news.
Exactly. You don't need a direct landfall. This would be a perfect example, right, for like Jamaica, where you could be getting tons of rain for several days. Major concern. Here you can see where we've got, it was almost like a Y, like a fork in the road, and you go, which way do you go? Now you're to a T.
But your eye is being drawn a little more towards the left side of the T.
Yeah, which is new. This is a newer update for us.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the afternoon, because again, we're just getting the morning computer model data in that's sort of been trickling in overnight. As we get closer to this afternoon, especially when Ian Oliver is on, I'm hoping he's the one that's on staff this afternoon, just because we shift, so it might be a different meteorologist, but all of them can handle the difference. The time frame this afternoon will be critical. Do we see, more models going towards this side, because that would give more confidence that this is going to be a huge deal for Jamaica? So we'll continue to get the information in, pass along to you guys, but Melissa looks to be our headlining story for the whole week.
Yeah, for sure.